Going down fast.
Hello, hello. How's your evening going?
Striders. I can test the override device on them. Should go in quiet. Didn't go through all of this to wind up trampled by a frightened herd.
Hopefully your evening is going well. Hello there too. How are you?
Okay, here it goes.
Sometimes that's all we can do.
Come on. It worked. There we go. That a boy. That's more like it.
Oof. I hope that you feel better. How often do you end up going to the chiropractor?
This Strider is fast! This beats walking. I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
Do you have to do hot soaks and ice packs fairly often, or is this an exception?
Just outside the gates? The gates look shuttered.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
Varl, I take it?
Am I seeing things? Or were you riding that Strider when you came through the gate?
Hopefully sleep is good.
It's hard to explain.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I imagine so. Strange times we live in. We who've survived. I recognize you, of course. Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. I'm glad to see you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No.
My goal
traitor
tonight
named
is
Odin.
to make it to Meridian,
Matriarchs
and then
made
we'll
me a
see
seeker
how
so
far
I
we
could
get after
reach
that.
Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
And I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Bala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others.
Having played so much of the
There's no
second
better
one, it's really interesting to come back to this one and see like the different skin textures and everything. There's a lot of detail, but there's so much more detail in the reoccurring characters in the second one.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of
So,
crazed
do we know
machines,
what Varl did
seething with
to
corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them.
get his
War Chief Sona led a
like
countercharge and destroyed the machines.
seeker
By
tag?
then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
Because he's able to leave and no one says anything, but I don't remember why he's able to leave.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
Yeah, but
There's no
isn't
way
that
to
the
know if
thing
she's alive or dead.
on his like?
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her.
I don't want to call it a
Sona's prowess
sash,
is
but it's
legend,
kind of like a
an
sash. Like he
unbending
has the
spear to measure ourselves against.
the pendant-looking
Sounds
thing.
like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
Or is that meant as
I
like
should be
just
on my
something
way.
else?
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site, a wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
No, I want to go through there. Ah, wrong button.
You gotta protect.
Whole life. All of it was. The world just got bigger. But also more dangerous.
I think there's a lot of things about the world and the lore that we don't quite know. Yeah, I agree with that.
Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Well, whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the laws of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider, anyway.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keeper's up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure he'd be better than I did.
So I've completed most
I
of
need
the
to get
hunting
going.
grounds in this game.
Alright.
There's
Be careful.
one that I have
Especially if you're
one
heading
thing.
north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up.
Okay. I kind of remembered that. Yeah, I haven't completed the stealth one. I don't much care for stealth. What else do we got? Just wants me to go there? No, I think I'm going to do this one instead. I don't really want to do the hunting grounds right now because, again, I'm going to try and get to Meridian tonight, so we will see where we end up. What is this place? Is this one of the areas that was attacked by the corrupted machines? I don't remember. No, can't climb the roof. I don't have enough supplies for that.
Is that a corpse next to it? My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it.
There's danger ahead, girl.
Danger for you, Outlander. This is Noraland.
Yes, yes, yes. Trespass is forbidden on pain of death. Strange phrase, the pain of death. See? This one's in no pain at all.
Who was he?
A thief. Slaver, a
I
killer.
mean, in a
The
way.
kind that give honest killers a bad name.
I just meant more recently.
Farrell told me there would be bandit ambushes on the road.
Well, it's not all good news. They don't always come to you. Most dig out a camp, and there they'll sit like spoil on meat.
Unless someone does something about it?
I like you. Follow the trail of smoke on the other side of the ruins. I'll be there.
I don't think that one's ever really explained. It's just like an empty shack.
Oh, great.
In the second one, have you done any of the races yet? Yeah. I think everyone Aloy knows is odd. Do you like the racing mechanic, or is it something you'd rather not have?
You're Aloy, aren't you? They say you've been made a seeker with rite of passage from the Sacred Land.
Yes. To track the killers who attacked the Proving.
I can't imagine leaving All Mother's protection. But my sister Nakoa is like you. Fearless. She went north to find a Carja
I'm kind of
officer
conflicted
called
on it.
Zaid.
It adds to the
Captains of
world,
Red
it's something
Race.
else to do, but at the same time, it's not my playstyle.
I'm really worried about her.
Did the matriarchs really give Nakoa permission to leave?
No. They refused her. But nothing could stop her from going after Zaid. He murdered our father during the Red Raids. Nakoa saw it happen.
Makes me think of
Hidden
like
Seven
the
forced herself to watch.
one of the
Changed.
Legend of Zelda games had like a horse race where you kind of had to do similar, and it makes me think of that.
I lived in the Embrace during the Red Raids. What was it like out here?
For 10 years, the Carja attacked without warning. Devils like Zaid butchered braves and kidnapped civilians for blood sacrifice. It all ended when the mad Sun King died. The matriarchs say his son wants to set things right. But that wasn't enough for Nakoa.
You could have gone with her.
Leave the sacred land and be purged from All Mother's eternal memory? No. I begged Nakoa to stay so she could avoid that fate. She said she didn't care. I don't know. Will she really be cursed for avenging our father? It seems cruel.
Yeah,
I'll keep an eye out for her.
Oh, Mother bless you. I know the matriarchs won't let her return to the sacred land, but
I've
I
completed
just
a
need to know
couple
that
of
she's
them.
alright.
There's
She
like
must have
one or
passed her
two that I
mother's
still
crown.
need to do.
My Aunt Salai lives there. They might have spoken. Maybe she can tell you more. All Mother, hear my prayer. I kneel before you, low and humble.
Oh, I should probably open the crates that I have. So I think that you need to do them for, like, one of the armors or weapons or something. I think. I'm not entirely sure. And I think that there is 4 or 5. Because you also use the... they're not... Like, you use, like, the rewards from it in order to purchase armor and weapons in the arena. I like them for the purpose of when I start doing like a New Game Plus kind of thing. And I'm pretty much at the point where I'm ready to do a New Game Plus. That's fair. Do I have the thing to remove these yet? No. I mean, that's kind of fair in these games. These games have so much to do. Oh yay, bandit camp. I actually kind of like the bandit camps in this one. I don't feel like they're as overdone. It's in the second one where I'm just like, I feel like they're unnecessary.
That brave. Sounds like he's suffering.
Yes. It's only a matter of time before he passes on. I've seen people die before, but never in such pain. I want to be strong like you, but nothing I do comforts him.
She makes an assumption
Ease his pain.
that I want to be strong like you. She doesn't even know Aloy.
I must keep vigil for this man. I don't suppose you could check the stashes? Even a little dream willow would ease his pain.
You said that you, wanted to be strong, like me. I take it you know who I am?
I do. I know a lot of people didn't want you in the Proving. But if you hadn't been there, everyone would have died. Shows how much we know. The very person we needed was someone the tribe never wanted. I wish I could borrow some of your courage now. For him.
You don't need to borrow what you already have.
I hope you're right.
How did the man you're caring for get hurt?
He was one of the war party. Wounded in battle down the ridge there. He was too weak to be carried back to Mother's heart. So they brought him here. I'm supposed to comfort him, but all I can do is whisper. Tell him to think of his mother's smile.
Could you see the ambush from here?
I heard it. Explosions and screams and howls of machines like monsters. That's what he keeps groaning and muttering about. Machines like nightmares ripping everyone to shreds. If only I could calm him. Help him forget all that and go to All Mother in peace.
Tell me what you need again.
Dream Willow. An oil made from the bark of water willows that brings sleep and numbs pain. My supply is gone, but hunters keep it in stashes along brave trails, out of reach of beasts and machines. There should be some left in the stashes along trails to the east.
You're young for a healer, aren't you?
Yes. I'm still learning the basics. But all the true healers are busy in Mother's heart. Besides, this brave is beyond healing. What he needs is someone to stay with him. And that, I can do.
I'll check the stashes for Dream Willow if I get a chance.
You will? Thank you. My only wish is to ease this poor man's suffering.
Let's do these first.
Might regret this.
That is very shrill.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. This'll do nicely. Those ruins. That must be Devil's Thirst. A city of the old ones. Of the metal world.
What is that? It's moving. So it's not like the vantage point.
Is that the Tallneck?
Oh, yeah, that's what that is. We are in that area.
Could it be where the signal is coming from?
Oh, we can't repair in this one. Sometimes, depends upon what you're doing, because if you're trying to get, like, certain parts, you pretty much have to shoot them off. 1 second. Ah. Yeah, that's true. They are helpful in those situations. Can I craft more of these yet? Not much. Yeah.
I'll find a use for you. The Brave Trail. Should be a cache of Dream Willow up there.
Is that the one with, like the rebels attacking you and everything? Yeah, I kind of remember that one being difficult. I think, need to activate this campfire. No, it's green. Not much of a brave trail.
No Dream Willow. Just a few shards. A hunting ground. Ross said there's good machine hunting across the river. Might be a cache of dream willow along that brave trail.
Way too far.
Strange. Looks like someone swapped all the dream willow in these caches for.
I have 16. That's enough. I don't like using the fast travel if I don't have enough of them. It has been a couple years since I've played this, so I don't entirely remember, but I have vague recollection.
You're back.
I've already been to those stashes. All I found was a few shards.
That's strange. Who would have taken the dream willow? It's possible that Jun has gathered more. You could ask him, if you're willing to make the journey.
You say someone named Jun might have some dream willow?
Yes. He may be a recluse, but he helps the tribe by picking herbs and brewing medicines. The problem is that he lives west of Mother's Crown, and machines in that region are troublesome.
What sort of machines?
Scrappers. And sawtooths. It's quite dangerous.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
Well, I'm good at remembering a lot of useless info. It's just a matter of sometimes I choose to forget. And sometimes I forget things that
Ouch!
I want to remember. It's very inconsistent.
Save this though. This must be where the war party got massacred. Such destruction. Maybe the war chief left something behind. some clue as to where she went. Lots of machines. All controlled by the killers. And Nora managed to take down a corruptor. They sent a stampede of them down the slope. But not before the killers used it to send the other machines against them.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to do, but I can do it sometimes.
Brave! The dead and wounded all cleared away.
I
Are there no
remember
more
him.
Braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl told me that the war chief tracked the killers. Did she find them?
We followed their trail, but again and again they sent corrupted machines to attack us. My wounds started to slow me down, so the War Chief sent me back to let others know she hasn't given up the fight.
So, you were here when the war party was ambushed?
I was. I thought after the proving there could be no darker day, but I was wrong. The War Chief was delayed gathering the rear guard. Eager for revenge, the Braves in the lead fell into the trap. Dozens lost in minutes. If Sona hadn't arrived and rallied us, no one would have survived.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the Embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Yeah, I may not make it to Meridian tonight. It's a bit far, I think. I forgot how far it was. I'll be playing until 2 a.m. if I try to get there.
Another signal.
Yeah, but I have to work in the morning. I try to only be a little bit irresponsible during the week. Yes, I agree. I think they're so cool in the second one, for sure. But I don't think they're bad in this one. think one of the things with this game is no one really knew what to expect with it. The story, I don't think, is super predictable in every way. I think there's a lot of predictable things about it, but not entirely. And then you get like such a world and seeing familiar places, and I just think there's a lot to like about this game. Except for Ted Farrar. We don't like Ted Farrar.
I'd have to ditch something.
So do so. I think that's probably important. At least in terms of being able to sell something. But maybe we have enough to craft carrying capacity. Which one?
I must be closing in on the signal.
Yeah.
Smells coming from that tall next head. There must be a way to get up.
In some ways, I think Aloy heard what she wanted to hear. No,
Should be a good spot for
she
jumping
definitely
onto the tower.
wasn't. And I'm still not going to give you any spoilers. I don't know how far you've gotten in the story.
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
That's not how you do that. So, tower climbing makes an appearance in so many different games. It's not a new mechanic, but I have to say I really like, in this particular one, the way they've done it.
I know. I wouldn't want to be poked in the head either. Everything along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.
And it's still finding things. Wow, that went a lot further than I thought it did. I thought there was another tall neck like over here in the city, and I thought that would get the higher. But no, that got the entire area. I have the Lego set. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have... It's such a cool Lego set. Okay, so I need to work towards this one. I still need to finish my Vincent van Gogh Starry Night one. That was your first Lego set? So I had Legos growing up as a kid, however, all the sets that I had ended up getting lost with time, and I'm slowly, like, getting new ones. Now that I'm an adult with adult money.
This must be the rise sun is running talking about. The war chief stopped here. So where did she go? They must have taken a moment to rest. Arrow shards. Dressings for wounds. Couldn't have been easy. Going on after the ambush. Braves were crafting ammunition.
That's fair. I think it's a lot easier when it's an actual set.
Lorna wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try my focus.
I have like a whole box of Legos, but I end up putting together the sets and never messing with the box of just random parts.
Tracks. With some blood. Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
It can be fine sometimes, because you can usually find instructions online for different things, but they're typically not like the super cool whatever.
Sawtooth. Maybe Sona took it out. She could be close.
I think I saw some non-official Lego type sets. They're like Lego compatible or something that were for a couple other machines, but I haven't looked too much into it.
Never know when I might need these.
The way this scene is set up, I expect... There it is. I was like, I expect something to happen.
You're lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that Sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow.
I don't do so well with the follow. I'm typically a leader.
The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
A bold claim. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
Honestly, I think there's non-official sets for pretty much everything. You get a group of people, like people who are into Legos and crafting and all of the other things, and they're going to combine their likes and interest.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
What was in my inventory? Oh. It is a box.
Hours ago, I sent Braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
I'm not sure I know what that
More
is.
than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush.
Yeah, I don't know
Give
what
me
that
some
is.
time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Or at least I can't think of it offhand. Ah.
Ready or not. See them. They can't see you.
Oh, I guess I better go in because they're attacking everyone else. Honestly, I don't think I look up things on much of the internet. Well, that's unfortunate.
Healing supplies. Lucky.
Okay. Oh, I've been online for a really long time, but that doesn't mean I'm up to date with any kind of meme or acronyms or anything like that.
Got him over here! Got him over here!
I'm really kind of curious about how arrows lit on fire work in the rain.
You cannot run from righteousness.
If they are of oil. I stepped through the corruption. Maybe. It does use blaze.
Not bad.
I'm pretty sure it's all, like, Deus Ex Machina mystery goo, like, what do we need to progress the plot?
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the War Party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
No one doubts your determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
You're not supposed to be here.
Varl, what are you doing here? I ordered you to hold that gate with your life.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
How involved is Silence, do we think, with everything going on in the world? Or does he not come into play until after the Karja and Meridian and all of that?
Maybe my focus will see something.
Well, I don't think that's very effective to have two people standing in the same spot. Graphical glitches are fun sometimes.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thrawn, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win.
So, we know that those who attacked the Proving had focuses, which I think Silence is responsible for that, because the other people wouldn't go into the ruins for that. Like, they wouldn't know they needed that or anything. So I think Silence is involved. I just don't think it's, like, mentioned or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. The big guy? Who are you talking about? Is he in the second game? Or are we thinking someone else? Oh, Helios. So... I've played for 5.5 hours already, and I've gotten that far. Okay.
I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The ring of metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
Aloy, thank you.
You might take that back when you see what I'm getting us into.
Darn. I was hoping I could just jump out over here, but I can't. Yeah, he's pretty, like, headstrong, determined. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. He's a character that I like. And I like that he's in the second one. There's a couple story points that I don't necessarily like, but no spoilers for you. Especially after he's given a focus. Like, before he gets a focus, he probably could have, but as soon as he got the focus and saw the bigger world, no. I mean, it would be
when I was a
like
kid.
someone saying you can never access the internet again. Versus if someone had never shown you the internet. That would be a very different, like, response, you know?
Huh. Farrell spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Best keep an eye out around here.
Exactly. I think it'd be a lot easier than to have something like the internet and then have it taken away. And we know that the Matrix would not, like, let him keep the focus. Like, they would consider it
Coming down steady as a drumbeat.
sacrilege and a ruin of the old world and, like, tainted. You know, I managed to get really close without anyone seeing me. I mean, Aloy has always had special privileges. But I think if Aloy wasn't sent on this quest, they still would have made that same demand. Oh, you want to be part of our tribe? Well, we don't like tech. But of course, you know, Aloy doesn't really want to be part of the tribe. Ooh, no, let's do this first just because I can. At this point, do we know Petra? Because she's in the second one. No, she's also in this one, right? Just later? Isn't she Oseram? Yeah, but we haven't met her yet, is what I'm getting at. So at this point, that's not yet an option. Ooh. I'll read that in just a second. Yeah, she would. You know, I kind of like having them just come to me. It'll be easier to collect everything.
Over here!
There's people in those cages. Move along now.
The soundtrack on both of these games is really good too.
Anything over there?
Looks like I'm clear.
I just like them coming to me. I don't have to clean up as much later. That is a positive.
Look up! He's on the wall!
Okay.
You feel this one? Keep an eye out.
You're keeping an eye out?
Got you located.
Well, I don't think keeping an eye out actually helped you any.
You're trapped now!
Ah. Oh look, it magically stopped raining and became daytime.
May I speak with you?
Probably a terrible idea to spend all my shards on this, but I have some things to sell, so not that big of a deal. Is that all I had? Well, I didn't have quite as much as I thought, but... I can always get more of these things. I think it's better in the second one, because you actually have sorting options. And you do have switching sort order in this one, but... That's fair. I suppose I should buy a few more of these. Well, I have 15. Let's take it up to 20. Okay, I guess 21. But I need some of this, and I could hunt. I think I'm just gonna buy some. Oh, yes, definitely these.
I'm honored. All Mother be praised.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
Where did you all come from?
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Carja came.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me.
Honestly, she
You're
kind
right
of
to
still
ask.
is.
I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach. How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the Matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
I mean, really, like,
I'd hoped you'd say
Aloy
so.
doesn't
You-
have that power.
You're an inspiration
but
to us.
she
Thank
doesn't
you.
really care about the matriarch's rules, so... Ah, there's a way. Nope, that's not really a way. Well, she also kind of thinks that most of them are dumb anyways. Yes, but a lot of, like, overly religious-based systems have a lot of weird things that if you subscribe to that particular religion might make sense, but someone who doesn't, they don't make sense.
The strongest light dead and wounded.
It's too bad this game doesn't quite change like the second one, where you clear an area and then come back to it later and find like almost a whole city. That would be kind of cool.
So she survived her wounds.
What is this building? What is it supposed to be? Layout-wise, it's kind of almost like a fort.
They all would have died if not for her. Funny. I had a dream with you in it. You were running toward a machine, spear drawn.
Okay, I think this one is as cleared as it's going to be. I don't know. It's such a weird kind of thing. But we know that the developers did like a lot of research on actual places, so it probably is something I just don't recognize.
She saved many lives. The tribe is lucky to have her.
Of course, I
Someone's
don't
got a bite out
quite know where I'm at. Maybe like a courthouse or something? Given the arch of the windows and this weird symbol thing on the tower as like some sort of like courthouse or government building type thing. I don't think it's a clock, though. Like, it looks almost like a... we can't zoom in. Or at least I don't know how to zoom in. But it doesn't look like a clock. It looks like decorative design. Alright. But yeah, I don't even know, like, where we are in terms of the real world location right now. Until I look at one of the vantages, I just won't know.
I'm glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats on them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
The one that I just cleared?
Why have they come here?
The Nora are in trouble. Rumors spread like wind. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
I'm not sure.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, concerned about the state of these lands.
And you're also Carja.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Save screaming a while. Go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of.
Yeah, I've seen some, like, Denver-specific things when we
That's
get
the
to...
alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift.
Honestly, this kind of annoys me. The
And if
game
you're
doesn't
the heroic
have
kind who needs a little extra, there's
like a
the
branching story to be like, oh, you've already done this thing? I should give different dialogue? But as for where I am currently, this is Devil's Thirst. So, yeah, I could see that being Denver. There's other things in Denver. This game is kind of weird, though, because some elements are, like, really close together that in the real world would be far apart, or they're really far apart but in the real world would be really close together. Like, I think this stadium here is the stadium in Denver. And it would definitely not be, like, located there.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath. Don't let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him.
Yeah, I think they would have had to in order to make the game work. Otherwise, you would have been trekking across the map for like 3 days real life time.
Just a challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't.
You're not just a traveler. That armor was fitted for you. And the way you hold your
And
bow.
plus, you don't want to include everything because it doesn't necessarily serve a narrative purpose. So you want to include things that are narrative going to add to it, but then if you make the world too big, you just end up with an empty map, and that's not very fun to play
Have you
in.
ever thought about hunting
So then you have to add a
machines?
lot more stuff.
No, they don't get that look in
And I don't know if when this game came out, the system could really handle it. Because I know that they made an update for the PS4 Pro to add in like HDR and a couple other things,
Did
but that wasn't in
bandits
the original
wrong
game
you somehow?
initially.
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die.
At least
that
I
way
don't
too.
remember it being in.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. For sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short, and the thrill of death too short.
Yeah, and
If
those
you
are
kill a
like
tribesman, I'll be
an
ready to
hour
meet
and a
you.
half,
Like
hour
a
and 45
boar,
minutes
they can
away
run
from
if
each
you waste
other.
the meat. But bandits, they're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
I guess you're doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
I'm doing what I want. And what could be wrong with that?
We're done here.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins. Bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
No,
Maybe.
I think that they
Can't
did
be helped.
their research.
If we pass each other by, one foot by.
But I think I only have one, so not worth doing anything with. It's a pressed penny. With a mountain on it, and I can't tell what that one is. Can I make more? Gotta go to here. You think poker chip? It says that it's reflective, so I don't think it's a poker chip. I really don't think the ancient vessel is floating in the sky. Maybe? It's hard to say. It could be really anything. I mean, it could be a scratched up mirror for all I know. Yeah, but I think there is like an actual CD somewhere in the game, and I think it looks different. But let's go check out the Vantage. We have a couple of them. I like having the map of all the different vantage points. Makes it a lot easier to find them. It wasn't something that came in the original game, it was the collector's edition that had that, but I don't think it was until after the DLC. So maybe we'll see something similar with the second one. There is already like collector's items that unfortunately you can't get unless you buy like a whole new copy of the game. And that's just kind of ridiculous to me. So I'm hoping they do like a collector's release upgrade kind of thing. The Explorer Museum. What was the audio for this one? Oh, this one.
A Pocket Shitstorm Tour,
So,
Day 3.
this particular one,
I was 13. I broke in and vandalized this place.
like I have
Me
the
and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my
everything
first arrest.
included, I guess, version of the
Real
game
banner
that
day
has
for
the
the Mahdi
DLC and
family.
everything.
What a messed up kid I was.
I'll come back and I'll read these once I have like more of the set and I can just kind of go through the set. It's inside the tree. That's a terrible spot for it. I'm just finding all manner of weird glitches. At least they're not breaking at this point. I think on this particular game, the collector's edition might be on PlayStation Plus. I think. I'm not sure. I don't have it happen very often, but I'm seeing it quite a bit tonight.
Snowfall. Getting colder.
Let's see if I'm looking in the right area of the screen. Oh, I don't have any of that. That really was too expensive.
Here they come.
I think some of the collector's edition for the second game looks really cool, but I don't have the place to put it, and it's also really expensive, so I don't think I'm ever going to have them. I probably could if I budgeted for it, but to me that's a lot to spend on a game. And I have other things that I'd rather spend that money on, so I don't really want to spend that much just to get a statue.
Need them soon enough.
I have no room to put much. Yeah, it would definitely be something that I'd have to budget for, so I'd have to know that it was coming and all the things. Yeah, pretty much. However, I have the nice little benefit of having, my own space. So I have a bathroom and a closet with a decent amount of room. And
these will keep.
Then I have my bedroom. So I have, my own little space, but it's not a lot of space sometimes. The tower. Actually, no, this is not to do any upgrades, it's just attach. Ooh, 40. Nice. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not a lot of closet space at all.
Useful. I
think my closet's a pretty decent size. it just kind of like is a different shape, so it like juts out into my room. I can't complain too much about it. It's pretty good. Because I can store stuff in it and have it kind of out of sight. How do I get up there? I don't see any climbing points. Do I need to go up there? I think that's probably what I need to do. Seems like the map is off just slightly. Okay. It's harder and harder to see the darker it gets. Gotta get over there. They always a little bit on the reckless side. Climbing up so high, jumping from ledge to ledge.
A pocket shitstorm tore day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old cigarette. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
I think the company I work for, I think their office building would be in this picture if this picture was modern day. Because this is Colorado Springs. A couple of the buildings look familiar, but I don't go into the office that much, so I'm like, I don't know, they're just towers. They don't really make... Like, I can't tell what they are. Okay, I can get rid of the map marker. Let's go for this one, because there's a campfire near it.
I'll tuck that away.
Yeah, the map is definitely off. Because I tag something on the map and then I get there and it is much further away. Do I have to get anything in this one for the metal flowers, or can I just go pick them up? Oh, is this the one that I like? One of these has a really cool piece of armor, but you can't get it till the end of the game. And I think it's this ruin. I think. What is that? I don't recognize that symbol. What is it? Oh yeah, I was going to tag this and see if I can get it, or if I have to wait. Maybe. It's been a while, but I just don't recognize what that symbol is. And as far as I can tell, it's only on the map once. It's here and I don't see it anywhere else. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. Probably not how you're supposed to climb up the side of the mountain, but it worked. This looks like another bandit camp, but there's no one here. Okay. Yeah, and that's not the one I was in before.
It's beautiful in its way.
Okay, so you can just go pick them up. And I think you sell them somewhere? There's like one specific merchant who wants them or something? Ooh, I think I remember this one. I don't think I can get it right now. I don't remember. Let me try. A lot of the first time I played this, I kind of spent a lot of time just like jumping up the side of the mountain, not in the right spot at all. And I don't remember if this was one of those areas where I spent forever trying to just jump my way up and again, there's probably an easier way to get up, and I'm probably doing it like the most obnoxious, like difficult way, but it works.
Can't go that way. I need to turn back.
Well, that was certainly not how I intended to do that. Alright, so perhaps I'll wait to try and collect that. But I will go activate this campfire. You didn't see that.
Uh-oh, spotted.
Oh. I'm taking on all of you at once. Okay. I would like to heal now, please. There we go. Well, that was probably reckless, but it worked out in my favor. I have seen it glitch up a couple times. Though, usually my error is, well, my error.
Keep that for later.
Hopefully, you know, as the game gets a little bit more on, they'll release an update to fix some of the weird user quirks. Maybe it'll come with a DLC or something. Because it does have quite a few quirks. The good news is at least nothing is, like, broken. It's just some annoying, weird things. Alright, I'm about 27 minutes away from ending for the night, so we'll see how far I can get in 27 minutes. Red echoes. The circle with a no through it, that is corrupted area? Undiscovered. Undiscovered. I'm guessing it's corrupted area. Oh, fully upgraded. Yay! I always forget you can just craft these yourself. Oh, 5%. I think this one's going to be the best for where we're at right now.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
I have to wonder who is going through and like lighting all the torches constantly in worlds like this.
Save these for the trail.
Back where I was. Oh yeah, it's the one that's in the tree.
Hardy little plant. You'll help. Coming back. You'll do. Some greens for the trail.
So how late will you be staying up tonight? Check and see what this is. I think it's corruption, but I don't quite remember. And because I think it's corruption, I think that I'm actually going to leave my mount safely behind. Oh, it's up there? Yeah, I don't think I want to fight you yet. Alright, so you're heading out. Have a good night. I'll be stopping in about 15 minutes myself.
Scrabbling a bit.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh, no, I was asking how late you were going to stay up. Okay. Well, I got about 14 minutes and then I'm gonna stop for the night, so... Seems like a great idea to go take on corrupted zones that are like 7 levels higher than I should be right now. Yep, seems like a great idea. What's a Yesiphin? Oh, nice. You are too much for me. I don't want to mess with you right now. Yay, I finally filled up my medical pouch.
That'd probably be easier. Yeah. I was talking through me.
It's nice having the, like, 3 level, health pouch.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
And this area is supposed to be Denver?
War Chief, our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. What you start, they'll help finish.
Because a Ring of Metal sounds like the stadium. But we are far away. Okay, I have 3 markers, gotta clear all 3. It's easy. But another campfire. Should activate that while I'm in the area.
It is time. Time to fight. Time to kill. Maybe time to die. We will regroup there, at the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the Ring of Metal and vengeance.
Well, the Ring of Metal, if this is what we're talking about here, I think this is the stadium that's in Denver, and I believe they use it for football. I think. I don't sport, so I don't actually know.
Today, we break taboo to honor our dead and punish our enemies.
I don't like me, so don't feel bad.
Blood spilled for blood spilled. May all Mother forgive our trespass, and if not, may she lay her wrath solely upon
Concerts can be alright,
now,
or they can be really
to
loud.
battle.
The metal ring is where the real threat lies. I know it.
Ugh, the scrapes.
I like how in the second game, a lot of like the vehicles you can pry open, and there's a lot more like the world feels, we'll say, alive. I haven't been to any outdoor ones that I'm aware of, like for concerts or anything. Oh, and things like this, we see another one of these in the second game, but it has more detail to it, and yeah. Eight minutes. Can I clear one of these in 8 minutes?
That's got their attention.
Okay, am I on fire or something? Like, why is my health so low?
out of the light!
I always feel like I'm the only one ever doing anything in these. Like, where's the rest of the people who are coming to attack?
Nora always comes through! Victory for the Nora!
Yeah, that's always how it is, though. I do all the work, then they come in and they're like, yay, we did it! Alright, so we were able to clear one. I don't know if we're going to get a second one, though. Got 5 minutes.
These will take forever to dry.
I had another one tagged up here. Who's not dead. No, is dead. Where? What are you? Oh, it's the alarm. Alright, do we try for another one or do we go to a campfire?
Look out below!
So much rain.
Stocking up.
Nope, don't have any sparkers. Campfire. I feel like I'm in the wrong area. Oh no, that means you have to get up again, doesn't it?
Not much gets past them.
Well, I hope that you don't have to go very far. Yeah, this is about ready to become far more than I wanted. I just wanted to get to a campfire so I could save. I wasn't wanting all of this. What do you mean yet? Not weeping yet. Alright, we are going back instead of forward so that we can get to a save point. Alright, and there's the save point. So that's where we are going to end tonight. I think I might have a little bit of time over the weekend on either Saturday or Sunday, and I will probably go back to Star Wars on that. And then I'll probably get back to Horizon next Thursday or so. So that's where I'm going to leave it tonight. Have a good night, and thank you for stopping by.